Kieran here from Southwest Boxing Media, just popping on as everybody else is to give my thoughts and my predictions ahead of Saturday's huge clash between Canelo Alvarez and Callum Smith. I'm going to try and put in 30 to 40 seconds here, Luke, but it's going to be difficult. Right, I'm caught a little bit between my head and my heart, if I'm honest with you. My head is leaning slightly more towards a Canelo points win, maybe even a late Canelo stoppage. I think he will get in close eventually to Callum Smith, and will obviously work away at that body, hammer away to the body, and could potentially, as we've seen him do before, get a body shot late stoppage. Having said that, Callum Smith, as we know, was always going to come into the naturally bigger man. Was towering over Canelo at the face-off yesterday, looked really huge, really did. He's going to obviously try to use that to his advantage, try to keep Canelo at distance with that long-rangey jab, keep him off him, and also, as we know, Callum can punch a bit as well. So it's really interesting, really intriguing. Right, he stopped sitting on the fence now and give a prediction. I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with the prediction of a Canelo points win. Stick with what my head is saying. But having said that, I really am rooting for Callum Smith, as I'm sure all Boxing UK fans are. Really hope he can do it and pull it off. He's also a fellow Liverpool fan like myself, so really hope he can do the business. Wish Joe Gallagher, Callum Smith and all the team all the very best, and I hope you pull it off, lads.
I want to wish Joe Gallagher, Callum and all the Smith family the very best of luck in this fight. I'm buzzing for it. Now I've seen the face-offs as well. I'm starting to think Canelo, he's got problems. How is he going to close that range? It's not like he's trying to close the range on a novice. He's trying to close the range on a bona fide super middleweight undefeated champion in Callum Smith. I've changed my mind back and forth on this. Now having seen that face-off, I think Callum Smith can do this on points. I think he can keep him at bay, hurt him enough to stop him from coming in. Canelo's class, isn't he? He's class. He is the favourite, of course he is. But he doesn't have the fastest feet, and I think that could be the key. I reckon Callum Smith can win this on points. That's my prediction, Callum Smith on points. But the problem for me is, and the concern all along, has been the scoring in Canelo fights. I mean, one judge had Canelo drawing with Floyd Mayweather. Come on, that's laughable. He didn't even land a punch. So that's my only concern. So for me, Callum Smith could get over the line on points, but will he get the decision? Either way, best of luck, lads. We're all rooting for you over here.
Scott here at Southwest Boxing Media. My prediction for Smith Canelo. I'm gonna back the Brit. I'm gonna go for Smith. I think when we saw Canelo Jacobs took 5 rounds, so I don't see why Smith can't take some rounds off Canelo. Will he win it on the cards? I don't know, but I'm gonna go for a very tight Callum Smith decision on points. Why not? Let's back the Brits. Come on,
guys, it's Daryl from Boxing Lowdown here, and this is my official prediction for Canelo against Callum Smith. Now, fantastic fight to round off what's been a very good winter schedule, and Canelo against Callum Smith is one of the bigger fights of the year for sure. In one corner, you've got Canelo, the pound-for-pound champion, a modern great, someone that's going to go down as a legend in the sport of boxing. And then you've got Callum Smith, the #1 ranked super middleweight in the world, unified champion, World Boxing Super Series winner, going up against the pound-for-pound king. Fantastic fight. Can Callum Smith do it? Can he avenge the loss of his brother Liam Smith, who fought a gallant effort against Canelo a couple of years ago? It's going to be a tall order, but Callum Smith has the tools to do it. He's got the advantages in height, he's got the advantages in reach, he has pop himself, he can punch, and he's a very good sound boxer. He's undefeated, he's got the confidence going in there. Against Canelo though, you're going up against somebody that does pretty much everything almost perfectly. You know, he's got sound fundamentals, he can punch, he's got great defense, and there's a reason why he's ranked #1 in the world by many. He can do it all. Multiple weight world champion, and as well as that, he seems to have the judges on his side as well. I mean, you look at some of the Canelo fights in the past, and you see some of the scoring for Canelo, particularly the fight against Floyd Mayweather, where one judge had that a draw, despite the landslide victory that Mayweather recorded that night. So it's going to be a very tall order for Callum Smith. I'm going to be backing him all the way, but I just think he might fall a bit short. I've got Canelo taking this one on points, but I'm rooting for Callum Smith all the way. I hope he can do it, but I just think he'll fall a bit short at the hurdle. No disgrace losing to Canelo Alvarez regardless. I think he'll put up a great effort, but here's my good luck to Callum Smith. I hope he can do it, bring the title and everything else back home.